Hello students, a very warm welcome to Gravitation lecture number 6, and we are on concepts and problems session or series, and today we are going to get started with one of the most interesting and an important part of your gravitation, of course, around which your JEE mains and also your JEE advanced problems are generally given in your exam. So we are going to discuss something known as distributed masses. Now we'll be initially getting started with uniformly distributed masses. And using those uniformly distributed masses, we might have to find out gravitational field at some place. Yes, you heard me right. Masses do possess field. Those are known as gravitational field. Just like how charges have their own electric field. And that being said, students, a very warm welcome to this awesome session by Unacademy, India's leading and largest JEE test preparation platform. And guys, you are on JEE English, where you would get all lectures, that too in like a full-length lectures for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation exclusively and completely in English. And guys, I'm Muralidharan Krishnan. I completed my MS in Electrical Engineering from one of the top-ranking American university. I'm also an IITian who completed BTech from IIT Guwahati. I have 4+ years of experience preparing students for IIT JEE and other competitive exams, and I have filed 25 patent applications in India and abroad. And students, that being said, if you're not yet on our Telegram channel, do quickly get onto our Telegram channel by clicking onto this Telegram link that would be available in the description box below. Okay, so there is like a Telegram channel link in the description box below. All you need to do is click onto that link and you'll be getting onto a Telegram channel. First of all, you need to download Telegram app. If you don't have one, just do download it from your Google Play Store and App Store by typing in Telegram. And yes guys, what do you get on by getting onto a Telegram channel? Every day you would get before time updates on classes conducted by our JEE English team on be it on JEE English, Unacademy JEE English channel, or your Unacademy special classes or Unacademy learning app. And this Sunday there is going to be a free of cost. Actually, it's going to be the third part. It's not going to be but we have already conducted many free of cost sessions for you on Unacademy learning app. And what you're going to do this weekend, that is Sunday, is we are going to have A to Z of vectors part 3, and followed by this on Monday there would be a session on A to Z of vectors part 4. Do not miss out this session, students. Even if you're getting started with physics or if you're lagging somewhere, start attending it, because I'm going to discuss everything about vectors, including your rotational motion based problems and as well as your NLM based problems, and just basically understanding the application of vectors more than anything. And post that every chapter will be clear. It's a free of cost session. Even 2022 aspirants, even 2021 aspirants, if you're not thorough with it, you can start attending it. Of course, 2022 aspirants, these are for you. And start attending them, enroll today. And yes, you can also start following me. I keep conducting free of cost A to Z sessions on your Unacademy learning app. You can check out my lectures. They are all full-length lectures, nothing left out for your JEE Mains or JEE Advanced preparation. And I of course discuss from basics and take it up until mains and then until advanced. So you can check out my lectures on Unacademy learning app as well. I keep conducting A to Z sessions. So typically this is what I do on Unacademy learning app. We will soon take up some PYQ series for you. But I know, this is the time to get started with vectors if you haven't understood it well. So that's the reason you're getting started with vectors. And first of all, what you need to do is type in Unacademy on your Google Play Store or App Store. I'll tell you why, and then download this Unacademy learning app, guys. The most downloaded education app in India. And what do? We keep giving out so many free of cost sessions on your Unacademy learning app. So first of all, type in Unacademy and then check out this Unacademy learning app and click on this install button. Once you have done that, you will get live notifications on every class conducted by me or any educators that you follow. What you need to basically do is, follow me and you will get live updates on these sessions. And you can also check out my past lectures. I completed lectures on current and electricity, units, dimensions and measurements, and many more topics. Also capacitors. Okay, these are 2 important topics. And yes, students, that being said, yes, Unacademy learning app gives you another advantage, that is you can attend these free of cost classes from anywhere. Once you download it, you will of course get live notifications on those free of cost classes. But we have something more than special classes, that is going to be an Unacademy subscription. What do you get on Unacademy subscription? You can attend daily interactive lectures with the best educators across the nation on a very attractive and interactive platform. with all the leaderboards and polls, which is going to make your education very interesting and also give you an understanding about your position in terms of your preparation and the way you're solving your problems. Not only that, as an educator, I typically tend to peep into your the way of thinking, your approach, even during your daily interactive classes over there, and I will be able to give live feedback on your preparation strategy, not exactly strategy, but your approach, etc. Even strategy, we can do that. And yes, of course, your approach, where you're going wrong, if you're marking some answer, what is going wrong, and what have you misunderstood. And of course, there is that advantage of polls and leaderboards, which makes that environment fun and competitive. And not only that, we keep conducting national level test series on Unacademy subscription every day. This way you will be able to maintain the completeness for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation. Yes, Unacademy subscription is a complete package. Not only that, it's going to be a structured program. So Unacademy subscription is a structured programs. Okay, so on Unacademy subscription, what you get is structured programs where every fourth class is going to be dedicated live doubt clearing class. So this way, let's say you have attended some lectures and you have doubts around something, you can get it cleared on Unacademy subscription platform. So yes, not only that, every program comes with quizzes and mega quizzes, guys. So that's the beauty of Unacademy subscription. It's going to be daily live interactive classes with the best educators on the best platform in the form of best programs. And how do you avail this amazing Unacademy subscription for your JEE preparation? So what is it? It's going to be a complete package for your JEE preparation. If you're going to avail it, of course, you are tending or you're planning to be a successful aspirant, or like a champion, more than a successful aspirant, like a champion, because anyway we give out full-length lectures for your JEE preparation on JEE English as well. So, but Unacademy subscription has something beyond for your JEE preparation, guys. That the most important component, according to me, is test series and the kind of interaction that you can have with your educators on Unacademy subscription platform. So try to avail it on time. All you need to do is click on the left hand top corner extension bar, then choose plus, then choose IIT JEE as your goal. And of course, we do have programs for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, and then you would hit on this get subscription button. And once you hit on to this get subscription button, avail subscription, you would realize that Unacademy subscription has no restriction on any batches. You can access as many programs as you want. You can attend as many courses as you want. You can prepare for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced parallelly on Unacademy subscription platform. And guys, you know what? This all comes at a price of only 2,100. So all you need to pay is 70 rupees a day for Unacademy subscription platform. Right, and this is for a 24-month program. We typically recommend that 8 to 11th class students go for a 24-month subscription program. We have other kind of subscription programs as well. You can check them out, and be sure to apply Murli Live code to get to this price point and to avail best discounts on your subscription purchases. So yeah, don't forget to apply Murli Live code and don't miss out any of your discounts. And yes, students, you also get convenient payment options on Unacademy subscription platform, which is going to be pay in parts, where you can split your payments into multiple parts and you don't have to go through the hassle of paying all your fee at once. We also have access to no cost EMIs, where you do not have to pay any interest on your easy monthly installments. So these are two amazing things about Unacademy subscription purchases. You can make use of these options before purchasing Unacademy subscription. I typically recommend this to students if they're looking for an Unacademy subscription. And of course, we do have other payment methods like debit card, credit card, and UPI. You need not ask us. And yes, students, if you're long-term or dropper, we typically recommend that you go with a 12-month subscription. And what do we have on 12-month subscription for droppers? So I said this is typically recommended to droppers, long-term students, and 12th class students. What do we have for you? We have dedicated micro courses going on, individual courses going on. If pandemic has disrupted something, you can start attending courses on an Academy subscription in a very structured and a systematic manner. And we moreover have like droppers batch, 6,000 plus materials, 1,000 plus live programs, 100 plus programs, live programs being hosted every week on Unacademy subscription platform, and moreover national level test series where you can assess your mistakes and understand overall your overall strategy and methodology of working around the problems in your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. And this all comes at a price of 2,888 only after you apply Murli Live code. Yes, it comes at a price of less than 2,900 if you go for a 12-month subscription package. And students, not only that, we also have something beyond plus subscription, that is going to be an iconic subscription. What do you get on iconic subscription? You get personal coaching from IITians and IITians who have previously cracked IIT JEE exams and who have previously gone through this amazing journey. Yes, of course. And it comes with all the personal coaching, personal touch from IITians and NITians who can take you strategically through this journey and help you with the do's and don'ts that you have to do in your exam during your preparation. And this all comes at a price of 58,500 if you go for a 12-month subscription. If you go for a 24-month subscription, it's going to cost you only 90,000. And be sure to apply Murli Live code so that you can get the best discount, be it on your Unacademy subscription plus purchases or iconic purchases or any of your Unacademy programs. And yes, right now our team is also on iconic subscription. Now you can take your JEE preparation to next level with our personal coaching. If you want it in English, you can avail it in English. If you're not very comfortable with Hindi, and of course that is the amazing thing about Unacademy subscription, you can avail it in the languages of your preference. And yes, we will keep conducting JEE workshops, giving out expert guidelines, study planners and test analysis. We have IITians and IITians and head of coaching institutes on our team. It's a complete team. And do not forget to, of course guys, share and like this video, call your friends on board. And yes, of course, before we get started, I would like to just give you a small tip. This is a tip that you want to remember all your life, not just today. So it's something like this, so think about it even logically. If you do not believe in yourself, even if the whole world believes in you, you cannot do it, right? So if you believe that, I can't crack IIT JEE, you will not be able to absolutely be able to crack IIT JEE, even if everyone around you believes so. But let's say, the world does not believe in you, but you believe in yourself, then no one can stop. So this is the typical example, until you want it, you won't be able to achieve your goals. To achieve those goals, you need to have in your mind that you can do it and you will do it. And of course, you'll put in that kind of hard work and smart work to make it happen. And definitely do, share this video with your friends and do talk to them about this thing. It's a psychological fact, guys. Yes, do if you admit or if you don't admit it, it's a psychological fact. And definitely do share it with your friends. And yes, be regular and click on that bell button and subscribe button. Okay, let's get into some interesting problems around gravitation, actually gravitational field today. And post that, we'll be dealing with different kind of distributed masses throughout this lecture. Okay, so here's the question. This question says, there is a ring of mass m and radius r, and what happens is, this ring has mass distributed uniformly on its circumference. It's a thin ring, and then what is going to be a gravitational field at the center of the ring? Okay, so here's the question. So this is a circular ring and this has a radius r. Then the gravitational field at the center is going to be how much? Well, it's going to be 0 or 4 into gm by 9l square or gm by 2l square or gm by 4l square. So what do you think it should be? If you remember around the ring, we have calculated it for actually, I think, gravitational force, not gravitational field. So now the question is, what should it be for a complete ring? So think about it carefully, and if any one of you are thinking, it's like 0, please do comment it the moment you watch it, because it's going to be a very interesting problem, of course. What it should be? It should be 0. Okay, it should have been 0. Why? See, okay, we are going to calculate electric field at this point. If you take a small element, that's what we do, right? Whenever it's a distributed body, you're going to take a small elemental mass Dm, which is going to have a field in this direction E. Now, Now, thing is, if you're looking at a point symmetrically opposite to this ring, there would be one such point which is going to have the field in the exact opposite direction with the same angle. Anywhere you can choose it, I'm going to choose, like another elemental mass dm over here. What is the field going to be? It's going to be in this direction. Let's call this as E dash. Now, there would be exactly a point opposite to this, like symmetrically opposite to this point with mass dm, that would be producing a field minus E dash. Okay, magnitude of field is going to be the same for any of the elemental mass given that they have the same mass, because everything is at a distance r from the center, right? Things at a distance r from the center. But here's the beauty of this ring. So if you remember, at symmetrical points, even we have calculated for triangle, there does not exist any gravitational field. Similarly, even in this case, gravitational field for this ring is going to be 0. A very important point. At the center of the ring, right? At the center of a circular ring. Okay, easy. So if you have thought 0, you have thought it correct. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Now, what do you think if it was an arc with, when it is subtending 60 degrees at the center? Okay, it's basically some part of the ring, not the ring itself, like some part of this ring that has been cut out. And now what should be the gravitation? That's, I'm just showing it like on the side, and it is subtending 60 degrees, like you have cut down 1/6 of the ring, and now you are trying to find out the gravitational field at the center of the arc, and the mass m is uniformly distributed throughout its circumference. Do you think it's going to be 0? If you have been thinking it's going to be 0, you have missed the earlier point. It's of course not 0, right? Because there is no such symmetrical point which is going to cancel out its gravitational field. Okay, in such circumstance, what is the thing that you need to do, guys? What is the thing that you need to do? See, whenever an arc like this is given to you, right now it's like an arc on the top. It can be also an arc on the x-axis. This is like on the y-axis. Try to find the line of symmetry. If it's a uniform mass distribution, try to find the line of symmetry, the line which passes through this arc and divides it into two equal parts. Be it on x-axis or be it on y-axis, this is a case of y-axis. You'll understand why. What I'm trying to say is, always any be it in electrostatics, in future you'll come across such questions in electrostatics. Then what you need to do is find that line of symmetry. Be it on x-axis and y-axis. Okay, there should be a double M. Okay. Now, the thing is, once you have found out the line of symmetry, you will understand how to find out the gravitation. Right? We'll do it. So, okay, first of all, let me ask you this question. So, this arc must be having some length, certain length. Okay. So, how much angle it is? This angle is going to be 60 degrees, which can be written as, like 2 pi by 3. Okay. Sorry, pi by 3. Sorry, pi by 3. 180 by 3 is 60 degrees. Okay. What is the length of the arc over here? If this is pi by 3 and if this is radius r, the length of the arc is going to be how much? R into pi by 3, r theta. Okay, basically what? R of theta. Your theta is pi by 3. Next is, what is the mass per unit length? Standard method. Standard easy to solve method is, first of all, you need to remember, you need to have uniform mass distribution. That is when there is any point of finding line. Okay, so mass is given to us as m. Per unit length, it's going to be what? R into pi by 3. So it's going to be something like 3 m by r pi. But anyway, I'm going to write down this lambda separately, and later on we will recall. The students take down the notes. Take down the notes, each and everything. Quick notes plus full notes. Okay, this is your lambda. What is lambda? Mass per unit length. Length of the arc is r into pi by 3. Mass per unit length. Now I'll tell you what is the objective of your line of symmetry. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Okay, lambda, you understood that. We first of all identify the line of symmetry. You understood that. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to just calculate it for a generalized thing, where let's say a line of symmetry exists along y-axis. Okay, forget rest of the things. Now just focus on this. Okay, it's a symmetrical line, uniform mass distribution. That means this is going to be theta, and this also going to be theta. Okay, now comes like this. So now you are at the center. At the center, this is a dm mass. Okay, and there would be another such dm mass on the symmetrically opposite side. Now, if this guy is having a field like this, and let's say making an angle like temporarily, for now let's keep it as phi, and it's an attractive force, so it's going to be an attractive field towards the mass, and even this dm over here is going to make one. This is also phi. Okay, magnitude is going to be the same because they lie at a distance r. They have mass dm. Okay, they have mass dm, and magnitude is going to be the same. Now comes the question, why have we drawn this line? If you have noticed something, what is happening? That is going, if I'm going to resolve this along pi, one in x direction, one in y direction, x direction components would get cancelled out. Okay, x direction components would get cancelled out. Let's call the field temporarily to be some E. Of course, we are going to start with this elemental, right? Elemental mass. This is going to be E of cos phi or E of sin phi? E of sin phi. And students, one more thing, you need to do it yourself as well. And this side it is going to be, if this is going to be E, magnitude is going to be E. Of course, this is also going to be E of sin phi. E of sin phi, E of sin phi would get cancelled out. What is left, or what is remaining in this case, going to be along this line of symmetry. Along the line of symmetry, you would be observing like 2 times E of cos of 1 cos phi due to one element, 1 cos phi due to another element. Okay, due to this element there would be a E cos phi, and due to this element there would be a E cos phi. So basically we have found out what we need to do. We need to assess this E cos phi and integrate it either from along this angle, right? Either you can do it in 2 ways. You take it from minus theta to plus theta, or even better, you take it as 2e cos phi and just integrate it from 0 to theta. Okay, 0 to theta, where theta is the angle with the line of symmetry. What is theta? Okay, in this case it's phi. Phi is what? Phi is going to be the angle with the line of symmetry. Theta is the final angle. Okay, simple. That's all you need to do. Now, if I'm going to ask you what is the total field at center, what is the total gravitational field at the center, it is nothing but integration of 2e cos phi from 0 degrees. Let me do it this way. Okay, we have included both. You can do it from minus theta to theta, or you can do it as well as from 0 to theta, because we have already multiplied it with 2. We understood that symmetry point, and they are all going to be along which direction? Plus y direction. Okay, in this case plus y direction. So when it is 0 degrees to theta, that's it. So that is your total field, isn't it? Now, what is E? Okay, from where to where? 0 degrees to theta. Now, next question arises. What is E? You know what is E? We used to do E all the time. What is E in this case? E is magnitude of this gravitational field, right? Okay, up until here it's clear. I believe up until here it's all clear. Always identify the line of symmetry. Your problem can be tilted at some angle. We will deal with also different kind of problems. You can draw line of symmetry as required, but try to identify the line of symmetry. That is the key. One, we found out what is the mass per unit length. Other thing, we found out how are we going to find out the total gravitational field. And the next thing is going to be, of course, be assessing that E. Okay, we need to assess something known as E. We know the value of E. We don't need to do any hard work over here. All we need to do is simply understand, due to this mass, there's a mass dm over here, going to have a gravitational field in this direction. E magnitude, everywhere it's going to be of E magnitude for any given phi. For any given phi, it's going to be of E magnitude. How much is that E magnitude? E magnitude is nothing but what is the distance? R. It's an arc of a ring or a circle. Okay, so it's going to be G into dm by capital R square. Now, what is value of dm? Same methods everywhere, you need not worry about it. Simple one, don't worry at all. Focus. If you want, you can watch it the second time, you'll understand. Okay, this is going to be of length dl, then dm is going to be what? We know it's a uniform mass distribution. Dm is equal to nothing but lambda into dl. Okay, but the small element as such would be subtending something known as, okay, let me do a thing, but would be subtending something known as a small theta, right? D theta or d phi is going to be subtending some angle known as d of phi. If I know the angle that is being subtended by that small mass at the center, what is going to be dl? dl is nothing but length is same, I mean the radius is same, it's r and r. This is going to be how much? dl is going to be r of d phi. Simple. Just like how we did L is equal to r pi by 3, same way we are saying d phi angle is subtended by that small element. The entire arc subtends an angle of pi by 3. Hence the length was how much? R into your what? R into d theta in this case. dl is. Simple. We know these two things. Now can we say from here, instead of writing down this thing, we can write it down as dm is equal to lambda into r d. Okay, same thing. Instead, let's do something like this. Lambda into r d. Just substitute this value. G into lambda is constant, lambda into r of d phi divided by r square. What do you have? Magnitude of E. G into lambda into divided by r, which are all constant. R is constant, if you remember, r is constant. Hi, good evening Arnav. Hi, good evening students. So yes, that's it. We have point number 3 and number 2. Deal with point number 1 later, but still I am marking down point number 1. That's it. End of the story. From 2 and 3 we can substitute the value of your total electric field. That is, you have to substitute 2 and 1. Okay, simply what I'm going to do is I'll write it down, don't worry, just focus. Simple, it's easy. Substitute 3 in 1, 3 in 2, 3 in 2 to find out total field. EC is going to be how much? Integration from 0 to theta. What was it? 2e cos phi. But we know E is dependent upon d phi, so we can't directly. What are we going to do? We are going to do something like this. 2 into G into lambda by r. I'm just substituting the value of E cos phi d phi. Okay. I think your board's date has been, yes students, your board's date has been announced. It's going to happen, good question Arnav. Your board is going to happen in the month of February and March. That's already been announced. So expect your JEE to be happening in March. You still have time. But anyway, all 2022 aspirants, you don't have time. You have the same amount of time. So be careful. Don't, get into that happy mode by listening to your seniors news. Your JEE is going to happen maybe just on time. So you need to stay focused and you need to run. The boards for 2021 aspirants, it has been postponed, or I think it was not postponed, but I think whatever it is, it has been announced that it is going to happen between Feb and March, end of Feb and March. That's already been announced. The news is out. You're welcome, Arnav. Okay, that is it. Now calculate the electric field. What are we calculating? We are calculating the magnitude still. Okay, we are not calculating the value yet. Value, it should be with a J cap. Going to be in this direction. Okay, first of all, let's do a thing. Let's derive a generalized form, assuming that this angle is not 60 degrees but 2 theta. Okay, I took it as 2 theta because if you remember, we said it is theta on one side, theta with the line of symmetry. Okay, easy to understand. All right, so that is it. Now there we go. All we need to do is G lambda by R, 2 into G lambda by R is constant, 0 to theta cos phi d phi. Everyone know how to do this. Is there an issue? I don't think any of you do have an issue in this thing. So it's going to be finally something be like, once you integrate it, you're going to get something like 0 minus of minus sine theta, okay, minus sine phi. Integration of cos phi is how much, student? Minus sine phi or sine phi. Integration of your cos phi is nothing but, okay, whether it should be minus sine phi or sine phi. Differentiate this term, what do you get? Cos phi, isn't it? That's it. Easy. Integration of sine phi would have been minus cos phi. Integration of, just differentiate it to understand how it all comes. That's the easiest way of doing this. So your gravitation field at the center due to this arc subtending an angle 2 theta, it's going to be sine of 2g lambda into sine theta divided by r, where the angle subtended is not theta but 2 theta. Okay, let me do it this way. This is magnitude of the field subtended, sorry, the magnitude of field due to the arc and subtending an angle 2 theta. Okay, so in our case, theta would be how much? You can substitute in this value, you can write down this value, you can keep, you can memorize this value, whatever you like to do with this, but try to understand the logic. That's the most important part. Okay, that's it. End of the story. So in this case, theta is how much? 60 degrees. Lambda is something that we have derived for the specific case. If you remember, that was m divided by the length of arc, which was nothing but 3m divided by r pi. Okay, so your field magnitude at the center of the arc is going to be basically all the value I'm going to substitute, 2g by r into lambda. Lambda was how much in our case? 3m by r phi into that of, okay, are we getting dimensionally correct? Yes, we are getting everything dimensionally perfect. Into that of theta is how much? My mistake. Okay, theta is not 60 but 30 degrees. 30 degrees, right? So this is going to be sine of 30 degrees. Sine of theta minus sine of 0 is going to be basically only be sine of. That's it. So this should be 2 of g of pi into r square into 3m into 1 by 2. Okay, find out the sign next, I mean like the direction, the next line up until now. Cancel out the 2 and 2. What do you have now? Magnitude of the field. Now, what is with this way? Okay. What is the field as such due to this arc? I'm talking in absolute vector terms. What is the field as such? Going to G into 3G, okay, 3 into G into divided by pi r square, okay, 3gm by pi r square plus or minus plus of j cap, given that this is the y-axis, plus y-axis. Simple, easy. End of the story. It's a very simple problem. Just to remember, you need to identify the line of symmetry. Even if I tilted it this way, right, you will be finding the line of symmetry with respect to x-axis. And probably in that case, you know what, still your theta is going to be this. It will be varying from 0 to theta, and you will be having 2 cos theta. It's still valid, I guess. Okay, you can still apply the sin theta. Okay, you can note down the expression, you can take a screenshot, etc. Before we move on to the next problem. Okay, simple. If you remember, in the first case, the answer should have been D. Okay. In the first case, it was what? It was a ring, a symmetrical ring. All right. Full ring. Now, what if we have a ring like this? A gravitational field at the center of the shown quarter of the ring with a radius r and mass m uniformly distributed through its circumference. So again an arc, but this time this arc is a quarter circle which will be subtending a 90 degrees angle. Okay, first of all, let's do a thing. Let's first of all calculate the magnitude from the expression that we derived earlier, and then let's understand how to work around that, because some directions are being asked. It's not just the game of magnitude, some direction is also being asked. But anyway, the expression that we have derived, we were expecting that, you know, we will be getting some easy way of working around this problem. Okay, and what is the expression given to us? So we know only magnitude. In that case, it was j cap. I haven't written j cap intentionally over here, so that we can directly substitute this equation and see if it works. Okay, what is theta in this case? 90 degrees? No, 2 theta is 90 degrees. And theta should be 45 degrees. Don't make that mistake. And there is a lambda associated with it. And how much is that lambda going to be in this case? Lambda is going to be something pi by 2. So okay, do this way. We are going to substitute in the equation, so I don't think. Okay, what is the length of the arc? It's going to be, length of this arc is going to be how much? Length of this arc is going to be r into, how much is this? Pi by 2, 90 degrees. Try to write it in radians. I mean, you should be writing it in radians, not try to write it in radians, but you should be writing it in. Okay, next thing, you have the length of the arc. What is going to be mass per unit length, total mass divided by the length of the arc. In this case, it's going to be 2m divided by r pi. Okay, we are just going to see if we have a shortcut around this problem. This problem is supposed to be dealt in a different way. Okay, at least for your classes, it is supposed to be dealt in a different way. But finally, you know what, you should be knowing how to approach this problem. Okay, simple one. What is the magnitude expression given to you? at the center due to an arc is given to you as 2 into g lambda divided by r into sine of theta. 2 into g into lambda divided by r into sine of theta. I am not giving any, I am just talking about magnitude. Correct? That is it. Let's substitute the value of lambda and this thing. Lambda and sine theta. Sine of 45 degrees. Directly can we write it down as root 2. 1 by root 2 I mean. And the lambda's value is how much? 2m by r5. Let me write it down. 2m by r5. There was something like 2g by r. That is it. 1 root 2. You would get it over here. End of the story. So you would be getting, first of all, magnitude. I am not saying this is the direction, but a magnitude to be something like this. 2 root 2 g into m divided by r square 5. Now here comes a very crucial point, students. Very crucial point. What was it? If you have noticed in the earlier case, what is the direction of this j cap? Yes, we will do that as well. Okay, that was the plan. Next is going to be that only, short sky. Yes, of course. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Thermodynamics, I believe, is the most important part according. So what is the direction of the field, students? Direction of field is along line of symmetry. You need not think hard about anything. It's along the line of symmetry. In this case, what is the line of symmetry? I'm going to erase these things. Okay. We can do that problem in a different way. We'll take it up in a different way. But now try to understand this point. Symmetry has a lot of game, that too especially, in your electrostats or even in your gravitation. Not just that, in physics, math, there are a lot of problems that you can solve simply using line of symmetry. Going to be something like this. If I assume this to be y-axis positive y, this positive x, it should be towards the mass. It's a gravitational field. Gravitational fields are attractive. It's going to be something like this. So it should be plus x plus y direction with a magnitude of 2 root 2 gm r square by 5. Okay, definitely. Kinetic theory of gases. Okay. We used to call thermo as the entire thing. TDG, etc. Kinetic theory of gases, heat transfer. We used to call it. Okay, we'll do that. Now, here comes my question. If I have to write down the exact value. Okay, anyway, you have got the answer. It should be plus x plus y. So this is along which direction? Sorry, minus x and plus y. My mistake. Okay, minus x plus y. 2 root 2 gm by pi r square minus x plus y. Answer is D. Given just this, you could have identified it using that line of symmetry concept. Next question comes. How do you write down the value exactly in terms of I cap and j cap? Okay, I have a shortcut for you. So focus on the shortcut. This is using the same thing, line of symmetry. We are going to solve it. Very simple manner. What we are going to do is we are going to find a unit vector. Okay, some unit vector. I'm going to call it temporarily as something like E cap. Okay, E cap is what? Unit vector along line of symmetry. Line of symmetry means it is distributing, or sorry, it is dividing this ring into equal parts. Since they are uniformly distributed, I think it's going to be 45 degrees and 45 degrees. I don't think JEE 2022 aspirants, you should be even be thinking about it that my JEE will be postponed. That is not at all correct, guys. Okay. What is the unit vector along E? What should be the value of E cap such that it's a unit vector that is forming along line of symmetry? In this case, what it is? 45 degrees. What it should be? Cos of theta plus of sine of theta. Oh, sorry, my mistake. Not like this. So in this case, cos of theta minus I cap minus I cap plus of sine of theta j cap. Okay, because we know this is going to be in j cap direction if you resolve it, and this is going to be in minus I cap. So simply, how much is this? Theta is 45 degrees. So this should be like cos of 45 degrees 1 by root 2. Should I directly substitute it? I think we'll directly substitute it. We are actually running out of time. We'll be directly substitute. 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. Sin theta is equal to cos theta at 45 degrees, 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. What is the big deal in this? So it's going to be 1 by root 2 into minus I cap plus of j cap. That is the unit vector along your line of symmetry. You can work out in multiple ways. You will get the same answer. In fact, this has given you a hint to work around this problem if you have understood it. What are we deriving? We are deriving the field. We are deriving the field, absolute value of field. Your absolute value of field in vector form is going to be magnitude of the field multiplied by E cap. What is the magnitude of the field? It's going to be 2 root 2 gm by pi r square. What was your E cap? If you remember, it is minus I plus of j divided by root 2. Root 2 gets cancelled out. So it's going to be, answer is going to be this. Okay. Answer is going to be, I'm just writing down the answer over here. But there is another way of dealing with this problem. I'll come to that method as well. Okay. Whichever method works better for you. I'll come to that point. Okay, how are we getting to this? Is there a method easier than this? Of course, here we have been substituting an expression that you need to remember. Okay, and using line of symmetry. I've told you even before, we have seen how this line of symmetry makes our life very easy. This is final field value in vector form. Gravitational field, huh? Okay. Now, is there a way of doing this problem in a different method? Of course. We will take it up in the upcoming class. But before that, let's take an element over here. A small element. Like this. We do this. We have a small element. And this element is subtending an angle Okay. Subtending an angle d theta. In this case, we get d phi or d theta. Now, you need to take it in either direction. Okay. Either you take a phi in this direction or phi in the other direction. Without line of symmetry, how do you approach this? Okay. So, if you have understood, the field is going to be in this direction. Okay, it's parallel to this line. Just for now, just assume that it's parallel to this line. If it's in this direction and it's making an angle phi, this can be written further as resolve something like this. If this was like E, C, okay, magnitude EC, etc., small d EC, it's not going to be EC, d EC, then this can be further be resolved into two components, which is going to be DEC of on the side it's going to be sine phi, given that phi is the angle with the negative x-axis, and this is going to be DE of cos. That's it. Same thing, this DEC can be written this way. And then again you need to integrate it separately for x-axis, y-axis, rather the line of symmetry method. Given that you remember this expression. But if you don't remember this expression, how to do this, we'll be dealing it tomorrow. Don't miss out the session. And today at 7:30 p.m. we have more interesting, many other interesting problems to come up. In tomorrow's session, definitely do not miss out tomorrow's session, students. Tomorrow's session was directly asked in your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced quite a few number of times. Graphing, the most important concept around your gravitational field, using a sphere or a solid sphere. It's a very simple concept. Definitely don't miss it out, and it's going to be very interesting for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation. And students, yes, Unacademy JEE Advanced 2021 paper 1 is going to happen from 9 AM to 12 PM, and paper 2 is going to happen from 2 PM to 5 PM. Now you can prepare for IIT JEE Advanced with our test series, and you can enroll for free and start for free, and it's going to start on 13th of December, so be sure to attend it. Don't miss out this amazing opportunity. Definitely do attend this test series, students. Test series is something that you never want to miss out, and free of cost test series, don't miss it out. Okay, just like how your JEE Advanced pattern is going to be one paper in the morning, one paper in the evening. And yes, not only that, Unacademy Combat, the most gamified and the competitive IIT JEE battle ever, is going to happen again on 20th of December. Be sure to enroll today itself with Murli Live code, and make sure you're winning those amazing rewards and prizes. This event comes with lots of rewards and prizes. This includes, hundreds of Amazon voucher, MacBook Air, Apple iPod, and more. Be sure to attend it live and win those rewards and prizes. You'll definitely enjoy it, because it's going to be an amazing learning experience as well as for you. Don't just take it as a competition, but as also a learning experience. And do not forget to share and like this video, students. Definitely do share this video and work hard and smart to achieve success. And today at 7:30 PM we are going to do a PYQ session. So don't miss out this PYQ session. What are we discussing in this PYQ session right now? We are of course discussing electrostatics, which can be very much related to your gravitation, but we are discussing those tricks. ये 7 के क्लास है. I didn't get it. Anas, what's your question? Sir, ये 7 के क्लास है means what is this PYQ session? Okay, so guys, I'm conducting 2 sessions right now. One is like concepts and problem session, where I'm just preparing you for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, and the other one is PYQ session, where I'm preparing you in a very different way. This PYQ session, what we are doing is, it's going to happen at 7:30 Anas, today at 7:30 PM. That is like literally next half an hour, less than next half an hour. Okay, by the time this session ends, you will only have 20 minutes to again come on to that session. And what are we doing in that session? We are doing right now PYQs of electrostatics. Okay, it's and the other thing that we are dealing is not just concepts but also some techniques to apply. If you attended previous PYQ sessions, you will enjoy it definitely, because you have come across some techniques which you can use to literally crack that problem. It's a JEE Mains problem. Okay, JEE Mains, even JEE Advanced, there are techniques. In JEE Mains problem, what did we do? We simply made use of analyzing that options or that option analysis to quickly complete the problem within like few seconds. Concepts, students. That's why I say keep your concepts perfect. Everything is possible. Else you will be just doing that math, you'll be just iterating that mathematical steps even in your exam. Not required at all. You're welcome. And definitely do share this video and call your friends at 7:30, guys. Yes, that's the reason I say concepts. Concepts are the key. If you understand concepts really well, that is when you can do the logical guesses. Method of elimination. Else you would be iterating that mathematical steps again and again. That is something that you don't want to do during your exam. Definitely not during your exam. And acquire knowledge and share it, because it's a free of cost initiative by Unacademy. And share it with your friends, share it on your social media, so that someone in access may get access to this amazing lecture. And that being said, students, if you do not have Telegram app yet, just do download it from your Google Play Store and App Store, and post that, click on to this link which is available in the description box below. Once you get onto a Telegram channel, you will get live before time updates on every class conducted by me and our JEE English team, not just on JEE English YouTube channel, but also on Unacademy Learning app. And this Sunday, also on Monday from 10 AM to 12:30 PM, we will be doing vectors, students, vectors. Okay. Okay, it's not English class, it's JEE English, guys. Of course, for your preparation in English, if you are not very comfortable with Hindi, or if you prefer to prepare in English, the reason is, your paper is going to be in English. And the other thing is, there are other state students who don't understand Hindi, and they're definitely here to learn in English. So that is one of the things. And we anyway have one of the best teams for your JEE preparation. And that being said, this Sunday and Monday from 10 AM to 12:30 PM, we'll be doing the A to Z of vectors part 3 and part 4. We have already completed part 1 and part 2. Please do complete it. Don't miss it out. They are very important for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation. What are we discussing in this vectors is cardinal axis based problem, typically asked in your exam. Will be dealing with different kind of mechanics problem, kinematics problem, from vector perspective, relative motion, etc. But just from vectors perspective. Your relative motion problem can be different from relative motion perspective, where we are understanding it very conceptually. Of course, vectors is a mathematical concept, but you know what, from physics perspective, it can be taken conceptually, and that is why you need to attend those sessions. Definitely do complete those 2 sessions. They train them conceptually well more than the upcoming sessions. Okay, and yes, students, we have already completed units, dimensions and measurements. If you haven't attended, please do attend it, especially 2021 aspirants. Do not ignore this topic. 2022 aspirants definitely do attend this topic if you haven't attended before. And even if you have attended this before, it's going to take us 4 + 1 5 sessions. These are like 4 sessions, and we have completed so many things around this 5 sessions. Okay, what have we done? We have done units based problem, dimension analysis, significant quantities, dimension analysis, most important quantities, dimension analysis, error analysis, least count analysis, and also measuring instruments like vernier calipers and screw gauge. Only 5 sessions you have to attend. You will complete this topic totally. Everything has been taught in this 5 A to Z series, guys. Yes, in A to Z series, I try to complete your syllabus in a little, faster pace. And it happens on your Unacademy Learning app, and definitely different kind of questions compared to your JEE English. So make sure you're attending this free of cost A to Z units, dimension and measurements lecture on your Unacademy Learning app. Again, this was also on Unacademy Learning app. Do enroll to the course. This is an upcoming course, and of course this is a course that has already been completed, so do attend it. Why do you have to attend it? It's easy, students. Don't leave out the easy topics. Easy topics are the one that you want to cover for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation. And definitely it's easy also in your exam. So you're going to get 4 marks irrespective of if you're solving a tougher problem or an easier problem. So do attempt it and complete it. It's also less time consuming both in your exam and also during your preparation. And what more? What more? Yes, there is something more. You definitely get questions every year in JEE Mains and JEE Advanced from this topic. Okay. Yes, of course you get question every year from this topic, so definitely do attend it both in your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. I'm really serious, students. You get question every year, so do attend it. Electrostatics is one such another topic where you definitely get questions, and gravitation is also another one. And yes, students, if you do not have Unacademy Learning app yet, just type in Unacademy on your Google Play Store and App Store. And the first search result is going to be Unacademy Learning app. Click on the install button, the most downloaded education app. And what do you get on Unacademy Learning app? Once you start following me, you will get live notifications on A to Z sessions. And not only that, students, you will get access to free of course quizzes, Unacademy Combat, and now you can also attend test series. So yes, do install it. There are thousands of reasons to install an Unacademy Learning app, but these are some of the best reasons. Along with that, you can attend my classes from anywhere, or any of the educators that you follow, you can attend their classes from anywhere. And guys, yes. And if you even have an Unacademy subscription, you can attend classes from anywhere. And what do we have on an Unacademy subscription for you? We have the best in class educators on the best in class platform with very interactive live polls and leaderboards that is going to make your learning very interesting. So you do not feel like a JEE preparation. Of course, you are preparing way beyond your JEE, target. And that comes with all, your national level test series and analysis, which is a very important part of becoming champions in your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced pursuit. To succeed in your JEE Mains, JEE Advanced pursuit, one of the key things is attending test series. And every program is a structured program on Unacademy subscription. Every program comes with like live doubt clearing session, and every program will have quizzes and mega quizzes attached to them. So think about it, on an Unacademy subscription you will be attending the best in class program with best in class educators on best in class platform. So your learning would be more interesting than ever, but in a very structured and a systematic manner, of course. So yes, that being said, students, how do you avail this Unacademy subscription? You need to click on the left hand top corner extension bar, choose plus, and then choose IIT JEE as your goal, and hit on this get subscription button, and you will realize this is one subscription, unlimited access throughout that period. Okay, once you get an Unacademy subscription, it's not just one program or one batch that you're enrolling for, but you're enrolling for more than like hundreds, thousands of programs at once. And you may attend whatever you like. If you're going to prepare for JEE Mains, you can attend accordingly. If you're looking for in different languages, you can attend in the languages of your preference. And this all comes at a price of only 2,100. You need to pay 70 rupees a day, less than 70 rupees a day for 24 months to get this Unacademy subscription handy. And yes, students, this is a 24-month subscription that we recommend for 8 to 11 class students, depending upon your preparation thing. And it's typically a 2-year long journey. That is why we say go for a 24-month subscription and attend these structured courseworks. And be sure to apply Muralidharan code to get the best discount on your subscription purchases. And that being said, we also have interesting payment options for you, where you can split your payments into multiple parts using our pay in parts option. And we also have access to no cost EMI, where again you can split your payments into multiple parts and you don't have to go through the hassle of paying all the fee at once. Yes, it typically takes away the burden of paying all the fee at once if you choose this 2 payment options. And we also have other payment options like debit cards, UPIs, etc. on an Unacademy subscription. And if you're a long term or a dropper, we recommend that you go for a 12-month subscription. Yes, what do we have for droppers, long term students, and students in like 12th class? We have dedicated micro courses going on. droppers batch going on. So this way you'll be able to maintain completeness. If some topic is left incomplete, sorry, you can complete them on Unacademy subscription platform. We have 7,000 plus materials for your JEE preparation. 1,000 plus live programs going on right now, 100 plus live programs going on every now and then, and national level test series. And do not forget to apply Murli Live code to get to the price point of 2,888. Only less than 2,900 is what you'll purchase your 12-month subscription if you apply Murli Live code, and get your best discount by applying Murli Live code on it. And students, not only that, we have something beyond your plus subscription that is going to be an iconic subscription. And what does it deliver? It delivers personal coaching, expert guidelines from IITians and NITians who have previously cracked this exam and who clearly know the roadmap to your success. Yes, you would be getting in personal touch, and you'll be getting personal mentoring from IITians and NITians who have previously cleared this exams, and they'll be able to guide you with the exact strategies of doing what to do and what not to do, and the things that you need to do so that you can approach this in a very structured manner. And students, yes, a 12-month subscription is only going to cost you 58,500, and a 24-month subscription is going to cost you 90,000 or not. So be sure to apply Murli Live code to get to this price points, and if you can afford it, definitely one of the best things for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation. Because think about it, you're getting all the tips, tricks from IITians and NITians. They'll be able to exactly guide you with the things that you need to do. And students, yes, now you can take your JEE preparation to the next level with our personal coaching from our JEE English team, and you can attend IIT JEE workshops, get our expert guidelines and study planner and test analysis now on iconic subscription. Yes, on the subscription now we are also present. Now you can take your JEE preparation to the next level in English if you want it, or any other language of your preference. And yes students, that being said, do not forget to like and share this video. It's a full length, free of cost JEE preparation material or content for you available on JEE English. So do share this video, do like this video, click on this subscribe button, and definitely on this bell notification to get live updates on our class. So do that, and also get onto a Telegram channel. And students, yes, make sure you're attending the PYQ session today at in next 15 minutes. So it's 7:30. Okay, I would rather say in next 15 minutes. So in next 15 minutes we have the PYQ session coming up. Do not miss it out. Learn the tricks, learn the method, and understand when the tricks and your concepts are not going to help, and you need to move quickly into the mathematics to solve the problem. Be sure to attend these classes. Take care students, nice having you. Take care, stay safe, bye bye, and yes, see you in the next class.